Hello and welcome back to the No Wishing Until AR-55 series. If I sound a little bit off, it's because I'm sick. Anyways, I have footage from the event and leveling Kirara to show you before Natlan. Where I last left off, I was too lazy to get Kirara's ascension materials because I didn't even have that island unlocked before I got her. I had to do this really annoying quest, and these treasure hoarders just pulled up on me and kept attacking me while I was trying to go through the dialogue. And there was a lot of dialogue, so naturally I just passed away, which just left Paimon by herself. I had to wait a while because they would not stop yapping. I needed to go back here because I still did not have Kirara's skin. I was quite literally one chest away from getting it, and for some reason, I think my brain was completely shut off doing this because I just kept doing all of the wrong things. Like, I made it way harder than it needed to be, and it took a lot longer than it should have. Yeah, don't ask, but it felt really satisfying when I finally got it done. Her skin's really cute, so I'm glad I managed to get it at the end. I really did not want to finish this quest because it took a really long time, and I just wanted to ascend Kirara. So I just started booking it. I was being attacked by enemies, I was taking damage from the storm, I had lightning striking next to me, and I was honestly a little stressed out, but it's fine. Until it wasn't fine anymore. And then I realized my whole team was on life support and I had to get out of there for now. Thankfully, it was enough for me to be able to ascend her a few times. And I actually do plan on using Kirara. I like her a lot and I could never complain about having another shield character. Plus, her being Dendro would also really help my Lisa team. I had to farm some artifacts because I did not have a 4-piece tenacity set. Not even on my Layla. And I can't really strongbox it because I don't have a lot of artifacts at all, especially not to spare. I really need to get back on the grind set. And honestly, this was a really good idea because I got an HP goblet and an HP circlet. When I was going back to do the quest, I saw that same group of treasure hoarders that tormented me earlier, so I had to do it to them. And by that I mean I used every single ultimate that I had, even though I did not need to. I had to send a message, you know? It truly was that personal. I don't even pay attention to what the pattern is, I just keep clicking it until it ends up working itself out. Man, I can't even just go for a peaceful swim. Having to fight this thing in the last part of the quest was the bane of my existence because I just kept missing every single skill that I tried to use. Just know that it took a very, very long time for me to finish. But she got ascended one more time at least. There was a web event where you could just cheer and get these weapons for free, so I had to capitalize on that immediately. I think that doing this domain on the hardest difficulty was not the move, actually. I severely overestimated her shield as well. So yeah, I went back and I did it on an easier level because I wanted to actually be able to clear it. I think my biggest problem with this account right now is since I don't play every day, I don't spend my resin all the time, and I'm always trying to build a bunch of different characters instead of just focusing on one or two. I got enough to be able to ascend her again, and I leveled up her shield some more because obviously that's the most important part of her kit. I guess unless you're running her as a DPS. I feel like I struggled way more than I should have at this part. I was fighting for my life trying to dodge all of these things. Honestly, I really loved this event. The cutscenes were good, and I could never complain seeing my boy Skara. I mean, maybe I'm biased because he is one of my mains, and he is the first character that I C6'd. And Mini Durin is so cute. I really hope that we get to see him again, especially interacting with Skara. This event was really wholesome, and part of it was really sad. I was emotional doing it. I'm really glad I went back and finished it one day before it ended. Alright, now we're back in the present time, and I guess I got a stellar reunion even though I was literally playing yesterday. Look at all of those rewards we got. I can't use the Primo Gems, but I can use the weapons, even though I think the only one I would use is the polearm for Kachina. The best part about this update, though, is that they're giving us a free standard 5-star character, and for a no-wishing account, that is like a dream come true. Took my first steps in Natlan, and they're already forcing me into a quest. But I'm not even mad because look how cute this little guy is. I named him after my dog, and he's already running off on his own, so the name was very fitting. It's so cute. Made our way to the first statue of the 7 in Natlan, and honestly I'm kinda bummed that we're not gonna get Pyro Traveler, at least not for a while. It looks like this guy was really happy to see me. Once again, bro is living up to his name. I did not realize how fitting it would be. I'll be real, I did not even mean to change into the little dinosaur, and I did not know what I was doing at all. I should have read the tutorial, but I didn't. Who would have thought getting stomped on by a dinosaur would give you a chest? I needed to try out Kachina because we're getting her for free, so I wanted to see what she's all about. Obviously her exploration abilities are really good, but when I was trying her combat, it was super fun, and I do want to build her one day. I'm just not really sure what team to use. I have Goro too, so maybe I can make her into a DPS. I was straight up jam into this event music, and I do really like the visuals of it as well. I absolutely love events like this when we get a new region because you get rewarded for exploring, and I think that's really neat. Thankfully we could quick start the Archon quest because I haven't done the Sumeru one yet. Obviously I haven't done Fontaine's quest either, but I found it very funny that they were talking about me like I did. I'm taking a picture with a bunch of random people I've never met before. I was hoping that I wasn't going to have to do a lot of the Archon quest to get Kachina. She's so adorable, I love her already. I'm also very glad that we got her right away. I know I do want to build her, but I'm not sure when because we are getting that free 5-star. I had to take a second and just watch her dance before I ascended her again. And that is my 100th Acquaint Fate. I figured that this new craftable weapon would be pretty good on her, so I used what materials they gave me in the mail, and then gave up on it for now. I felt really bad when she said it's not going anywhere, because girl, I'm going somewhere. I felt bad leaving her on her tour, but I had things to do. Okay, never mind, I don't have to feel that bad because she's here for some reason. I guess she teleported with me. It took me a lot longer than I wanted it to, trying to find where her boss was. I realized that to level up Kachina, I was going to have to fight this boss over and over again, and I'm not that excited about it. Well, for starters, it breaks my shield and it staggers me out of my attacks. Another really awesome thing that this boss loves to do is start rolling away from you while you're trying to attack it. That's cool, I love that. Or it does something like this and ends up knocking me over again. Can you tell that I was having a blast? It was enough to ascend Kachina, but I didn't have those new materials. I'll just do that later. I almost forgot that they added this thing where you can custom make your own relics, but it seemed like a better idea on paper than in reality. I went to switch my Traveler to Electro because I never tried it out before, and I realized that I never even did it at all. It's the way that I only had 3 constellations for it. Like, I guess I have to actually explore Inazuma now. Alright, it's the moment of truth. What 5-star did I actually pick for my account? The suspense is killing me. Oh, wait. There is only one option that I wanted. And I know that I'm never going to regret this because he's my favorite standard. And I just got him on my main for the first time, so I'm feeling pretty good. I think he's fun to play, and I also like that he can utilize the slingshot because I have one of those already. I mean, granted, I don't think I can get refinements for it because I did get it from talking to an NPC, but it's whatever. But I'm gonna level this up because I think it's actually one of his better free-to-play bows, and it does give me crit rate, which is pretty useful to me. I think I'm just gonna stick with using this bow. The reason I picked Tighnari was because I like playing him, and I like his design, I like his character, and I genuinely think he would be a pretty good teammate for my Lisa. She was my only Electro, so I wasn't sure if that was enough, but I'm gonna try Electro Traveler and see how that works. And yes, I did bring my level 46 unbuilt Tighnari into this domain. What about it? I knew he wasn't really going to do a whole lot of damage, but As I said before, I think he's fun to play, and it didn't really matter if it took forever to complete the domain. As for why he's unbuilt, I simply don't have enough artifacts for him. But I also need to be able to level his weapon and his talents up, so it will take me a while to get to a point where I'm happy with his build. But at least for the weapon and the talents, it's guaranteed, and for artifact farming, you never know if you're going to get a good one or not. I knew that this was going to be a really big commitment because obviously having to level a character and get all of their materials takes a long time. Also, don't ask what I was doing with this team because I genuinely do not have an answer for you. Not running a shield and a burn team was certainly a choice that I made. Let's just say it definitely kept things interesting. I don't think I ever want to do content without having a shield again. Skill issue, absolutely, but that's fine by me. I play this game on autopilot most of the time, so I wasn't even considering what characters I was bringing into this fight. And of course I had to collect the materials because I did not pre-farm at all, but I do like the new system we have that shows you the general direction of where they are. I also needed to fight these fungi, which is why my team looks really weird. I did not want to use pyro or electro against them because it pretty much changes the material that you get. And we do not need those, we just need the basic ones. I had to fight so many of these enemies and I still have so much more to do even after all of the farming. Definitely going to take a while to build him. I went back to fight this boss with a shield and a team that wasn't going to burn me. I don't know why I still brought Tighnari because he really still does not have a build. It's the way that this boss also did not want to stay still like the other one. Like, can you just chill? Actually, never mind, it kind of just wore itself out. Hey, that works for me, I'm not gonna complain about it. But look at how much damage he does. Y'all want the build? It's okay, I'd be jealous of my build too. I don't even have enough for a 4-piece Wanderer set, or a 4-piece Deepwood, or a 4-piece Gilded, or anything at all. This has made me realize how little artifacts I have on this account. I think instead of leveling a bunch of characters, I'm going to focus on Tighnari and Lisa. That gave me enough to ascend him again, but of course I don't have any XP books or any more of these drops. Because I took such a long break from this account, I really have nothing to work with. I'm gonna do my best to at least spend my resin every day now. If I was doing that, I probably would have a good artifact by now. That's gonna be my focus after I'm done leveling him. I'm just going to work on getting a good build so he'll be able to carry me through content. He's a really solid DPS. If you were wondering what character to get, I feel like you cannot go wrong with Tighnari. And even if you already have him, he has some really good constellations. Ignore how little damage mine is doing right now. Once he's built, I swear he's gonna be doing good. At least as good as you can do with what I'm working with right now. I really wish that I had Fischl. I know that they had her in like a 1.1 event, but I think they should bring her back. I didn't even think of doing a no-wish challenge back then. I was actually a day 1 Genshin player. I think we should be allowed to choose a Mondstadt character like how we are for Lantern, right? I leveled his normal attack as much as I was able to, and I leveled the other 2 just once because we are kind of strapped for resources right now. The good news about his weapon is it's going to be easier for me to ascend because it's a 3-star, it uses less materials, at least I think. It is a bit tedious to have to go and fight these fungi every time because I need them for his talent and his ascension. Every time I'm able to ascend and level him, I run out of XP books and have to fight ley lines again. It's just constantly me scrambling for resources. And when I said his build was really bad, I meant that with my whole chest. I had some condensed resin left over, so I was like, hey, let's farm for some artifacts at least. I wanted to get 4-piece Wanderers for him because I'm pretty sure that's his best artifact set, but I don't have a 4-piece Deepwood. And also you can't reliably farm for Wanderers, so I figured that this domain would be pretty efficient for me and I could just strongbox the bad artifacts. This is exactly what I didn't want. I kept doing this domain multiple times, but I was lagging really bad. I don't know if you can really see it or not. Not only was my ping higher than it usually is, I was also getting a lot of frame lag. Not to mention that these enemies were being extra annoying. I swear that the whole time I could not catch a break. I was out here fighting for my life. All that hard work, and what did it get me? Oh wait, that's actually pretty good. I would have preferred to have an EM stat, but it's okay. This has potential. Okay, well, let's maybe not make this a trend, because I would like to use this. Okay, that works. I went back to collecting materials because I ran out of artifacts to level it with. All I wanted to do was collect them in peace, but these enemies were guarding them, like their life depended on it. They kept trying to block me from getting them, like, hello? Can you let me do what I need to do? I was standing there taunting them because they could not find a way to get up to me, but then they figured it out and I dipped. Because I was on a mission to get these ascension materials. And this is making me realize that I never went back for this Aranara. All in all, I do not regret my decision getting Tighnari, and I would like for him to be my main on this account, of course, after I get all of his materials, which will take quite a while. But he's worth it. I'm going to put even more of a focus on him. I wanted to level Kachina, but she's gonna have to wait her turn. After all this grinding, I felt lazy and I wanted the Bloom course to just do the work for me. But I will continue this journey next time, because I need to take a break from all the grinding. What a sad time for me, a Kazuha enjoyer, to have to skip his banner. But I have him C6 on my main, so it's okay. Here are my updated wishing funds. We are so back. I do plan on being consistent, at least hopefully. I'm really grateful that they gave us a free 5-star without having to wish. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. Take care, stay safe, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.